Good morning. For the next three, four, or who knows, maybe five segments of this tutorial, I'm going to be discussing using computer-aided design, or CAD, for designing your model railroad from bench work to track plans. There's a bunch of packages out there you can use. The ones off the top of my head I can think of are CADRail, Third Planet, WinRail, ExtraCAD, and the one package that I've been using for the past few years is CADRail. And just FYI, I'm not being paid to endorse this. It's something I purchased back in 2001, based on some ads in Model Railroader, and I think at the time was one of the CAD programs that had been around for quite a while. I think there was a DOS version of it at one time, so that's what I went with, and I was happy with it. But if you're interested in checking out any of these programs, you can go to their websites, and I think I know CADRail has a demo version out there, and I'm pretty sure Third Planet, I think all of them have demo versions out there you can download and play around with. But I'll be using CADRail for this demo today, just to give you a feel for what it's like to use CAD if you've never used it before, and if you are familiar with using computer-aided design in building and designing your layout, then you can probably skip over this section. But if you haven't, if you're not familiar with it, or been nervous about trying to learn a program like this, I mean, there's a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get the basics down, it's not that bad. And you may even wonder what you did without it for so long, for so many years. So go ahead and get on with this tutorial. Okay, this is CADRail version 9. This is the plan of my model railroad, such as it is for now. Always subject to change. And as you can see, I have this is the basic layout of the room I have it in my basement. And as you can see, I drew in all sorts of little features here. I've got the walls in there, I've drawn in, and I also drew in those items in here that are permanent. Measured them, their location, measured their approximate size, and drew them in here because these are obstacles that are immovable, and so I'm going to have to plan around them. So if in your room you have this kind of a situation, if you're building a layout in a basement, one of the first things you'll want to do is draw your room and any immovable items that you're going to have to work around. And of course, like in the first two videos, if you don't have a dedicated space for this and you have furniture you need to plan for, well, then you can draw and label your pieces of furniture and move them around in the room. And I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to set up a demonstration room and basically take you from square one and show you how it's done. Okay, let me go over to a new drawing here, and when you fire up CADRail, you'll just see this blank screen. Don't be intimidated. You saw this nice little grid on my drawing. That's fairly easy to set up. You go up here to this item right there, and that's the grid on off switch. Let me turn the grid on. There we go. Now, as a default, the grid size is defaulted to feet. So you can define increments of feet, you can define inches depending on how you want to lay things out. I mean, the first things first, when I'm defining a room size or trying to create a room, I define it in feet. And you can also set CADRail up to use metric too, but since bulk of my audience is American, I'll be using feet. And so anyway, that's how you define your grid size up. Oh, let me change this just to show you. Let's just do a 6-inch grid. Okay, and decimal feet will be 0.5. Do okay. Look at that, changes just like that. So let me set this back to feet, 1 foot. All right. Now, first thing we want to do is to draw our room. So let me use the zoom tool here, right up here. Zoom out. Okay. And let me go ahead and draw a room. Now you've got all these series of buttons back here. These are the different tools and functions you have available to you to use to do your drawing. So first, in order to draw a room, I'm going to use what is called a line rectangle. All right. Now up here, let me jump back up here. You've got your layers and styles up here. You click on that, you get a little drop down, and you have some predefined layers and styles defined for you right out of the box. So you have one here that's defined room. We'll select that. And then you have line styles, different thicknesses of lines. We'll just go with, let's go with solid 2. Okay, do that. All right. Then once you move your mouse cursor away, the window goes away. Now we go ahead down here and and you have a button here that shows, that's basically group by function. Okay, this is editing tools for editing your lines. These are functions that have to do with drawing lines and connecting lines, and this one is for circles and arcs and all your different functions there. This one's for spirals, and this one's for setting points, and this one's for setting figures here. CAD Rail or any CAD program that you're bound to use is probably going to be a lot like Microsoft Word. You know, they say there's tons and tons and billions of features to the thing, but the average human being, the average mortal, only uses maybe about 10% of them. Well, I'm kind of that way with CAD Rail too. I kind of learned it just enough to get done what I need done, and unless you're really into serious CAD, you'll probably do that too. So there's things that I may show you that there may be easier ways of doing it, but that's just kind of the way I learned it. So and I've probably forgotten some stuff too because I haven't really messed with my drawing in a while. But we'll walk you through this. It's not that bad to do basic drawing and get yourself set up.